THR is being played here. This is called trick in the north of Nigeria, cunningness, and that is what we've seen being played out for a very long time. If you're just joining in, kindly tap on the subscription button and the red notification icon bell. It will alert you whenever videos such as this are dropped, and it is free. If you're a returning subscriber, I say a very big thank you. If you have been here growing this big family, progressive family together, I say God bless. The 12 people that were illegally kidnapped by the DSS, by the Nigerian Security Agency. You all know what happened. Sunday Igboho's residence was invaded by these hoodlums who call themselves security agents without any warrant, without any form of invitation. They barged into the home of this man, destroyed his properties, killed cats. That is how worse these security agents can be. And they took off everything. They took away everything in that house plus money. Sunday Igboho escaped. The people that were taken by the DSS, aside the 2 people that were killed, the DSS refused to bring them to the court. They brought 8. They refused to bring 4. And a lot of people started wondering what is really happening. But what is happening right now is that the judge, OBIORA, that is sitting on this case, probably is afraid we don't know, or is just playing the THR, playing the game that he has been instructed to play. The judge, OBIORA, is nowhere to be found. Now, there are very stringent conditions that were brought forward by the judge. The DSS brought their case, and the judge decided to make this so much, same way they did to YORUBA, same way they did to Nnamdi Kanu. This is the same way they are doing to these agitators. Now, none of these agitators have been tagged as terrorists. These are people who are simply using their platform. These are people who decided to wear the Oduduwa Nation t-shirt. These are people who were in Sunday Igboho's residence during the invasion of these criminals. Well, the conditions that were put forward, they were asked to bring someone in a particular level, resident in Abuja, with a property, with this and that. They eventually did this. They brought 24 people because they needed 2 for 1 person. They brought all of this. All of the stringent conditions have been met, plus a huge amount of money that have been requested from them. These people were arrested illegally. They've been brutalized. They've been maltreated. And the judge that is to sign for their bail is nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. What does that tell you? Now, we've seen the game that have been played with the DSS not bringing the complete number of people that they stole, kidnapped from Igboho's house. And now that the conditions have been met, the judge is now playing games. The judge is nowhere to be found. Now, we do not know the health condition of these people. They've not been allowed to speak to the media so as to ascertain what happened, so as to reveal to the people what happened. And I'm very sure that part of the condition that will be given to them is the social media platform. They will tell them not to address any press. They will tell them not to address, use any of their platform to address anybody at all. They want to keep them quiet. That is what it is. They want to stifle them up. They want to shut them up, keep them down. That is what it is. It's the same game that was played during Nnamdi Kanu's trial, illegal trial. They asked him not to meet with people. The same thing with YORUBA. Do not speak. Do not use your social media platform. Do not do this. Do not do that. This is a regime that does not want you to talk. This is a regime that wants you to shut your mouth. You have stupidly brought us in. You have stupidly brought in Buhari, allow Buhari to finish his job. And they said that it's just some few foolish people that are causing problems, that the majority of Nigerians want this regime to be as it is. This is a lie. This is not true. 99% are complaining. The rest of the few criminals that are not complaining are the people you find as politicians. Businessmen who get money from contracts, and certain individuals who are comfortable with Nigeria, who are still the same mirror of the criminal politicians that we have in Nigeria. So that is what it is. The judge is nowhere to be found. Now, according to the DSS, they came up with something strange. The DSS said that they are not going to release 4 of the people they illegally invaded, illegally kidnapped. They said 4 of these people have criminal records. Aside the 10 million naira that the DSS is requesting, asking the court to look into and all of that, one will wonder, is it the DSS that is bringing the that's coming up with the conditions, or is the judge who is supposed to look at the merits of this case? That is why we need to review this constitution and the law of this contraption called Nigeria. I'm wondering, how did Sunday Igboho or any of these people at all, how did they end up to be charged with treason? What is the definition? The other time they said Nnamdi Kanu committed whatever crime and they called it treasonable felony. After a while they said it is treason. Showore, they call it treasonable felony. And this time around they said this is treason. And what is treason? If you look at your dictionary and you look at the word treason, it is more or less mutiny. It is more or less someone betraying his nation, someone trying to cut out a nation out of a nation. Simply put, it is impossible in Nigeria to ask for self-determination. You cannot create a nation out of a nation. You cannot create your own nation out of a nation. If a certain group of people decide to sit together to ask for their own nation, then they say you are trying to break Nigeria apart, and this is treason. The report reaching us is that OBIORA, Justice OBIORA, is in Nigeria. He's just hiding somewhere, probably in one of his guest house or rest home or wherever, or probably his home. Justice OBIORA is not out of Nigeria, he's in Nigeria, but somehow he has been instructed not to sign. They've gone through the so-called illegal legal proceeding and they've come up with their conditions. Probably they thought that these agitators, Yoruba nation peaceful people, probably thought they would not be able to meet up with these stringent conditions. But since they were able to meet up with it, they have to look for a trick, a takea, and the burden rests on the judge. So I'm kind of thinking that the judge will recuse himself. That is what I'm thinking. The judge will kind of recuse himself from this. That's just what it is. He will try to stay off from it. Either I will say, I have LT show, I've been posted here, or whatever thing it is, so as not to dirty his hands. Or he will say, you know what? I'm not going to sign this and I'm going to keep looking at it. But it's so sad. I feel for these people. They have families. We don't know their health condition. We don't know how they've been treated. A lot of things is so wrong. A lot is so wrong in this contraption called Nigeria. But we will never give up. We will never give up. Oppressors, dictators, tyrants must go down.